You don't want to go to so much effort on a bench like this and then use those metal covers. Probably shouldn't have bought them in the first place, but anyway, so I tried this once, kind of freehand with stuff. It looked awful, so I'm not afraid to take things off and completely do them again. This time I did a lot of work on pieces of paper to get myself a really nice pattern. Then I traced that pattern onto my first piece of wood. I did some rough cutting. You can see I do a lot of relief cuts in order to do cutting on the bandsaw. Tried to cut my finger off on the bandsaw during this process. As you can see, that big wrapping there, a little trip to the emergency room, a little suturing and brace. And now I'm in the stage of getting back to normal. So anyway, working on my first piece, trying to get it perfect, and so little various files and sanding and things, and so now it's essentially going to be a template for the other pieces. The 4 pieces that go around the chain are 1 1/8 in thickness, so that the chain fits totally inside of that. And then for the outside part, I'm going to have these end pieces that are 1/2 inch in width. So here I'm tracing the pattern onto the other 3 that I'm going to make. And then that's going to go over a 1/4 inch hobby board that I got from Home Depot, rather than trying to thin down to a 1/4 inch on my equipment. So working on these, used a router with a round over bit. I wanted to get all of these end pieces to have a nice round over edge on them. So put those in my new workbench and my new vises, and man, I'm going to love using this workbench. So do those round overs. I've got my new tenon jig, so I've got to cut a little end piece of those end pieces so that it'll fit over that 1/4 inch hobby board. So I did that on my tenon jig, and then I had to do a little fine tuning with chisels and things as I would try to dry fit them onto that board that's just to the right there. So got that all worked out, sanded everything down. .220 grit and then 220 grit, and then I wet things down before I do the 220 so that raise the grain. So here I'm figuring out where I want to put the screws for the plate that's covering the chains. This is the 1/4 inch hobby board from Home Depot, Black Walnut. So get those attached, properly spaced out and proper length. Quite a few efforts went into dry fitting the end pieces to this to figure out how long these should be. All right, then on those covers, they needed to have a little bit of a circle in them to complete the circle that was done on the end pieces. The end pieces themselves had a circle cut out using a 2-inch hole saw on the drill press, and then this is just to match the rest of that. Well, here's everything installed. A couple close-ups to hopefully you can get a good idea of how these fit together. Again, in summary, you have the outside edges over the chains, which are 1 1/8 width and thickness, and then you have the 1/4 inch plate covering the chains. And then you have the end pieces, which are 1/2 inch for most of them, but then with a cutout to go over the 1/4 insert plate. So let me ask you this, which do you like better on an heirloom quality bench? These metal plates from Veritas, or do you perhaps prefer these custom plates using real wood?